So we observed yesterday how to create a VF page, how to create a UI elements, VF elements to display the record. You have seen how to create VF page. Now today we'll communicate how to communicate between VF to Salesforce and how to communicate between VF to Apex and Apex to Salesforce like this. What is this communication from VF to Salesforce account object? What does it mean VF to Salesforce account object means? When you log into Salesforce, so yesterday we created SFTC and 521 at abc.com. ID we have created. So we'll get a verification code. So now my requirement is this in a Salesforce. So in our Salesforce software, account tab is there. On selection of account tab, you click new account. The account name I can give, and phone number, city. And that's a record I have given. So record has been inserted into account table. Record inserted into account table. So when I click new, you are getting the page here. The input boxes, the drop down boxes, industry. So if I give Anand and phone number and industry, which industry belongs. Industry, a drop down list of values are getting. Which industry, city. So I need to create a form like this. I need to create a form like this in VF page. When I click button save, I should save the record into my account table. Not from our Salesforce. I want to create a Visual Force page. Create a VF page using this format. Clear? So to go to that, to create a VF page, go to developer console. Go to our editor under our username, developer console, where you write our programs. Go to developer console. So this developer console opens in a separate window. What we'll do means copy this URL in the current window, in the new tab you paste here. This is our editor where you write the programs. I'll close all. Now I need to write a program. So this program is file a new VF page. File new VF page. I'm creating a page. Inserting records. Don't insert. So that's program you write. Comment inserting record from VF page to Salesforce account object. So we are inserting the record and Salesforce directly. The same VF page I want to design. How we insert to account table. That means we are communicating from VF to Salesforce account object. So how my VF page should communicate? How my VF page should communicate with account object means we use attribute standard controller. Standard controller refers to any object. Standard object or custom object. Standard controller refers to any object in my standard controller. Go for account. We don't want sidebar equal to false. Next, I require a form, Apex form. Form is created. So why you require form means when you require buttons, input boxes, we have to place in a form. I want to arrange in a blocks. So we're taking what? Page blocks. Page block. Design this in a controls in a. I want to arrange the control like this. Section wise I want to display. So it's account. When you go for account, this in a section. Like this sections I want to display. Whenever you want to communicate with account table, so these all input boxes is there now. These input boxes are internally have some names are there. We have some names. When you go for account table and right click here, view fields. You go to account table, view fields. Account table has a field names. You see, name is there, but the internal label is what? Account name. This field name, this input box's internal name is what? Name, but the label is what? Account name. Same, billing city, phone number, address, everything it will be field names, the labels and names. Industry. Industry is the field name, the display name is industry. So we should not use label names, we should use field names only. In account table, account object, every input boxes of names are there. So that names have to use while communicating, while writing any program. While writing any program, we should use field names, not field labels. These names you have to use here now. So in the developer console, page block, apex page block section, dividing section, title, entry section. This I am entering the date. Now apex column, column. So we require, I want to input the value. I want input value. So this input value. For that we call is an we have yesterday we have seen apex colon input text, output text, input text. Yesterday we have seen. So here we are not using input text, we are using input field. When I use input field, a value equal to object name is what? Account dot field name name. So our input box binds to our input field. This is an input field is there now. It creates input box. It creates input box. It creates a label automatically. And our input box is binded to account to table name field here automatically. This flavor bracket exclamation is nothing but dynamic variable, dynamic variable. And in an account table, it binds to our name field automatically. When you write input text, see the difference how it looks. Apex colon input field value equal to account dot industry. So yesterday I written output text, input text like this. Output text value enter name like that you have written. Now save. Yesterday we given output text, input text. If you observe now, review. So there's an enter name, it's an output text, input text like this is display. Enter name as an output text, input text. That's why written as output text, input text. But it's not binded. Our input box is not binded, just you can enter the value. But it's not binded. But when you use input field, when I'm using input field account dot name, what is happening? It displaying input box, it displaying the label, for that input box corresponding we are binding to the account dot name field. In the name field, what is the label is there? That label is coming automatically. It is binding to input box. For the input box, what is the you are given that's account dot name. For name field, what is the label is there? At the displays automatically. and it takes the data type automatically. In account table, what data type it is? That's text type. It takes the text type, and is also a mandatory field. As it is mandated creates. Similarly, industry field. In industry field, I am getting all the field values automatically. In the program, you written just account.industry. It binds to account table industry field. In the industry field, so what is the industry field? It's a pick list type, a pick list data type, a drop down type field. Industry is a drop down type field. So automatically account.industry means it displays an input box of type pick list type. So entering the values like this. Label is displaying automatically, and it binds to data type also. As it is a pick list data type, it displaying all the values. Like account name is a mandatory field, so it created mandatory field. So this is an output text and this is an input text. Input text has no binding. We are not binding to any table. Just only when you use Apex program, then you use input text. When I communicating with Apex, at the time we'll go for input text. So now we don't require input text. Now we're taking what? Input field. Input field. Next, Apex colon input field value equal to billing city account dot billing city. This is a page block section. Now one more page block section. Apex colon page block section. Action. Action section. Require command button. Apex colon command button value equal to submit. Now when you run the program, when you click preview, it's if already output page is open, it refreshes that pages. Account name, say account name Shivaji. Industry, which industry belongs? Billing city Hyderabad. And click submit. It saves the record. Okay, sent to. Now when you give Shivaji industry, billing city I have given. When you give billing city and submit, are you saving the record? No. When you go for account table, check it. Shivaji record has not been saved. Reason is the developer console command button value submit again. What has to be done? Action. We need to specify the action. When you click the button, you need to save the record. Just give save. Predefined functionalities. Predefined value. Save means whatever values you are binded to account fields, all are saved automatically. Your input boxes you are given name, industry, city. Input boxes are displaying, and these fields are binded to account table. When I click submit, these values are pushed to account table and saves the record. Now save it. Control S. And Control S, it refreshes that output record. It refreshes. I given Shivaji industry city bank and click submit. Now record account record Shivaji bank phone number whatever it is. You again phone number means it saves the phone number record. Apex colon phone, that's input field value equal to account dot phone. We'll go for custom object, we'll go for custom fields. First we are working with the standard object. Now whatever record you give, Rajan industry own city bank, submit. It submits the record. And when you go for account table, you can find that Rajan record is available. So I am communicating from VF to This is my VF page. I'm communicating to account object. It can be any object. Now we are using standard. Next we'll see how to create custom object. In the custom object also I can save the record. How to save the record means, so before saying the record, first we should know what are the field names. When you go to account table, account tab, quick access, view fields. We have the list of fields, name, it's in a view fields means you'll get the label, name, what data type it is existing. Name field, text type and pick list type, phone type, phone data type, account name like this. Now I want to insert record from VF to Salesforce account object. I want to create a page like this. You're taking a page block section. We're entering some name, phone. So here at one page block section, entry section. We're given output text, input text. When I use output text, input text, you entered the name, but this field, this input text is not binded. You enter the value, it will not connect it. Whatever value you give input text, it's not binded. But when you go for input field, so when I use input field, what happening? It is binding. So in our Apex pages, standard controller to account, I can refer to only one object. Here standard controller given now, account, comma, lead. I cannot give like this. When save, it gives an error. Account lead does not exist. It recognizes that is in a complete one object. Recognized as an object name. So I can give only one table name, one object name. Table or object, both are same. Account, lead, case, like that I can refer to only one object, one table. Standard controller refers to only one object. While communicating, standard object means account, lead, campaign. Custom object, employee, student, course detail, like that you can connect to any of custom objects. Next, sidebar equal to false. I don't want sidebar, make it false. An input text, input field value, account dot industry you are given. Name, phone, industry, like this. So when you use input field, is used to bind input text with account field. My input box should bind to account table. So here brackets, what are flavor brackets are given now? Then nothing but dynamic, exclamation, variable, account is an object called the table, and industry what? Field name. In my database, what is a field name that have to use it. So when I use this account dot industry, if I give wrong field name, okay, industry I have given, account I have given, wrong field I have given, it gives an error. That's industry field does not exist. Existing field names only I can give. I cannot give my own fields. It's saying field from value binding is not existing. Say control S say. So that's an, when I use dynamic variable, table and field name, it displays field label. That means when I use industry field related field label, name, account name, phone related, like that, it displays the input box, binds to industry field. It binds to industry field. And binds to field data type. What data type it again? Pick list type. So it takes the pick list type automatically. Automatically it takes the data type. And binds to validation rules also. If it is a mandatory field, it takes mandatory automatically. So name field is a mandatory in the account table. So automatically account name is a mandatory field here. So it's displaying the list of field values. You click save. When you click save, action equal to save means it's a standard functionality. So displays the command button. What is submit value? Click here. You're given. Click here. Save is standard functionality to save values which are binded to fields. So you are given save. Automatically the field labels. What are the field labels are now? This all labels values you are given are binded to corresponding account table values, and it saves the record there. If go for other and you go for Java or .NET, first you design table, then open database connectivity, design VF page. So design some page, you have to design the page. On selection of button, collect that values. And that values I need to connect to database. Close the database, connect, all that you have to do, but nothing you have to do. Just write a VF page, connect to table, field names, submit. It saves the record. Is it no? When you go for java.net, design the table. Next, open database connectivity. Then design the page, a VF page, all how to take the inputs. That input values, when you click the button, collect that values. Then collecting that values, I need to pass to the database field values again and close. But here, similar we can write it. So how to insert the record means how we have written. So when you log into account table, so when you log into our Salesforce, see your logout. Log into our ID SFDC John Feb 21 at abc.com, my box 1224. First we should analyze on which table you want to save the record. So when you go for account table, to save the record, we already saved the record for the new already pages there. But to have a knowledge what is input field, when you click button, how you need to communicate, we are saying we are taking the same page, how to save the record. We'll see some other programs, but we should know controls, how UI elements we should use it. So while inserting the record onto account object, we need to know the field names. Go for the view fields. When you go to the view fields, we have the account name, the label, data types is there. What is the field name, the field data types, everything it observes. Which field names, what are the labels, what data type is there. If industry, pick list type. So now I need to write the program. To write the program, go to username, developer console, editor. It opens that editor in a separate window. Just copy that URL. Go to another tab, paste here. Now I need to write the program. So file, new, VF page. VF insert ACC. So inserting record from VF to Salesforce account object. So to communicate with any object, we require what? Standard controller. Standard controller refers to standard object or custom object. We'll see. We'll create custom object, custom fields also. Just we are creating standard controller account. Now don't want sidebar, false. When I take input fields, buttons like that, we need to place in a form. Place apex colon form. I want to design everything as a section wise. Buttons as a separate section, input fields as a separate section. So when you want to take a section, you take as a blocks, page block. Page block. In a page block, you require what? Page block section. Page block section, title, entry section. So where we use input text or input field? Input text or input field? Input field. Input text will not bind. It takes an input, that's all, but it will not bind. For that you have taken input field. Apex colon input field. Input field value. So my input box should bind to whom? Which data type, which field name? For that, pivot bracket is nothing but dynamic exclamation variable on which object? Account dot name. So whichever object you specify here, to that object only it connects. I cannot give lead contacts like that. Apex colon input field value equal to account dot phone industry and here billings. This is a page block section. Now require one more section for buttons. Apex colon page block section. Title action. Given action section. Now in the action section specify the button something. Apex colon command button value equal to submit and action. You know what? Save. Where bracket save. It saves the record. Count. It's an account table. So you are inserting record from VF to Salesforce. So when you preview, it opens the page. Name, Kiran Kumar, phone, industry, banking, Hyderabad. Click submit. When you click submit, it saves the record. So it goes to account table automatically. When you click submit, it's going to account table automatically. And that's account table, Kiran Kumar record is set. When you go for developer console preview means it opening the page, and when you click save the button, it going to detail page. If you don't want detail page, then you like this apex colon command button and go for preview. Save. On city. Here we go. Give the city. When you click submit here, what is happening? Observe here. When you click submit, it going to detail page. Goes to account table. I don't want to account table. I don't want to go to account table. Then you write here apex colon command button value equal to, here it is for saving. Here you can write to save. Action layered packet exclamation quick save is there. Predefined functionality. Quick save. I'll be in the same page, it inserts the record. I'll be in the same page. Now save. Kumar on industry city bank. So that's the same. It saves the record. But here to save means it saves the record. I'll be in the same page. But internally the record has been inserted. Kumar record inserted. Quick save. Quick save means I'll be in the same page. I'll be in the same page. It inserts the record here. When you go for quick save here. Let's save. Here quick save. Save. I'll be in the same page. Similarly, I want buttons on top. So when you go for account table, click new. You see save, save and new. Down also save, and so I want require buttons top and bottom. Buttons the top and bottom. Then you require. So instead of writing page block section, you write here apex colon page block buttons. Page block buttons. I'm using page block buttons. Now see my buttons it displays top and bottom. Earlier I placed page block section. Now I placed in the top and bottom. And now if you are not given any value and click quick save, you must enter a value. Who is getting this message? Or in account table you have made the standard field. Account table again standard field. That it gives the message. You must give validation rule. So requires buttons and validation rules. Go for the validation rules like this. When you click account name, J1, phone number, industry Hyderabad, and quick save. It saves the record. So when you go for account table, J1 record has been saved. You have taken buttons top and bottom. Top and bottom you have taken button. It gets a program like this. Alt print screen. Displaying dots. Similarly, I want insert record. How to insert record from VF to Salesforce lead object. I want lead onto lead object. I want to save. So to save onto lead object, first what we should know? Field names. We should know the field names. When you go for lead table, observe in the lead table. Lead is a standard table. When you click new, click the lead name. The last name, company name is there. Last name, the company name is there. The last name, the given Raju. The company name, Raju. The phone number. So last name, this a field name is what? Last name. The field name is last name. The company name, so you belong to some IBM company. Phone number, annual revenue, industry, city. It's not billing city, it is city. Here the lead table has field names what? City. Then save. A record has been saved onto the lead table. Go to the lead table. So Raju, the company name, phone number. So when you click new, the lead name, last name, company name, phone and city. How to insert the record? Go to account table, that's in a file, new VF page. VF lead page. I am inserting record from VF to lead object. Okay. Apex page, standard controller. We have controller also is there. Standard controller, controller. Controller refers to Apex program. Controller refers to Apex when you want to communicate. Why we use Apex, that we'll see later. But now I want to communicate with standard controller. Lead. So go for lead. You don't want sidebar. False. Go for sidebar false. And block. I require what? Apex form. When you use form for buttons, input boxes are there, we require a form. To arrange the records, then go for Apex page block section. So page block. In page block, we require Apex colon page block section. The page block section title, entry, and for lead object. So now I require input fields. I require input field, Apex colon input field, value equal to, we require exclamation, lead dot. We have name, here we are getting last name. This field name is what? Last name. You can say here field names, you can have the field names here. View fields, the last names, field names, company name, industry fields, like that's all the field names are there. So you have to use lead dot last name. Next, Apex colon input field, value equal to lead dot phone, Apex colon input field, value equal to lead dot billing city. If I use billing city, it gives an error. Say it cannot recognize billing city. There is no billing city field in lead table. In account table you have billing city. In lead table it is city. Why means in account table there is a billing city, shipping city is there. A customer details, while billing city, shipping city. But in lead is nothing but inquiry. So inquiry field will have only city information. Now I want to save the record. So go for Apex colon page block section and action section title, Apex colon command button, and equal to so. So this can be quick save or whichever maybe. So can I quick save means I'll be in the same page. It inserts the record. If you want top and bottom page block buttons, you can take it. Run the page. Last name, hidden, phone, city, and given Kiran. So check it whether Kiran record saved or not. Kiran record not saved. So recently created. There is no Kiran record. The reason is when I'm inserting the record, what are the mandatory fields in the lead table? In the lead table, what are the mandatory fields? Last name, company. So we have to use that list, last name, company name. Status default some value are given. In the lead table, there is a status already some values is there. So we are not given company name. For that, it's not inserting the record. So you have to give mandatory fields in the developer console, last name, Apex colon, input field, value equal to exclamation, lead dot company. So save this. While saying the record, can you hear this button, one more button to go to main detailed page, command button, value equal to save, action, save, go to detail page. If you want top and bottom, apex colon page block buttons. Then preview. It opens the page. Save and quick save is there. So now save. Naresh, company name, phone, city. That's right. Then quick save, it goes quick save. I'll be in the same page. I'll be in the same page. Now check in the lead table. Naresh record has been saved. Clear? The way how to insert the record. Insert the record from VF to lead object. End screen. And for that, code how to display. That. Here, this way how to communicate from one table to. It's how to communicate between VF to Salesforce. Salesforce standard object. Same tomorrow I'll say how to communicate between VF to Salesforce to retrieve the records, to insert record. Today I have seen how to insert the record. From VF I am inserting record from VF to Salesforce. Now I want to display the records. Display the records means when you go for lead, I am displaying the records. When you go for account table, I am displaying the record. Same functionality I require through VF page. When I run my program, I want retrieve from account table records. That's how to communicate VF to Salesforce retrieve the records. Same we will create custom object. We'll create custom object in Salesforce. Same operations we'll do. Next we'll see. Tomorrow we'll go for this. Let's say we are doing how to insert the record. Now today we have seen VF to. Let's see how to retrieve the records. Same we'll go for next class. How to Apex. We'll go for VF to Apex. Some applications will. So to save the record, so first we should know the field names. So when you go to account table, view fields, you will get the list of field names. Field name, the label. So while displaying, it won't display our own custom field label. The standard field name, whether the label is in that field label comes. And data types also it binds automatically. Block 1, section. We can write any number of blocks, any number of sections can be placed. You can place any number of sections. You have taken page block, standard controller, account. Name, fields, phone, industry, city, and site. So standard control refers to only one object. I cannot write multiple objects. Then how to go for multiple objects means they'll go for Apex. Through Apex we can go for multiple objects. But here through VF I can communicate only one object. When you say input field industry, so this is a field name. So industry field names must be there where in account table. Wrong field name you are given, it's mistake, error will get it. So dynamic variable, and see when I use account.industry, automatic input box you are getting. It binds with a data type. It checks the validation rules. All are performing in a single statement. One single statement you are getting validation rules, field data type, mandatory, or everything at display. And save, and we have quick save with it. Now quick save. So when you quick save, I'll be in the same page. So inserting the record, displays the buttons with the validation rules required, top and bottom. Automatically it will get top and bottom automatically. Default will get the validation rules. Why? Account name is a mandatory field, so its validation rule is coming automatically. Validation rules there automatically. How to insert record from VF Salesforce lead object? First collect the field names. Field names like last name, company, phone, city. Not billing city, it is city field. The same field names we used it. Name, company, phone, city. Save and quick save. Go for that's clear. Same we'll say tomorrow. The next class will say how to insert record onto custom object. How to communicate between VF to Salesforce for this part. This all whatever I discussed this in recording class is there, and we can go through the recording class also here. What I have typed here, this all concepts are defined in my Salesforce development basics. And see here Salesforce development basics class is there. In the development basic class, the notes is there. In the recording class also is there. First 5 days class, recording class, notes also is available. Yesterday class also is there. In today's class, next 3 days class also are available. While coming to the class, when if you are free, you can go through this recording class. Okay. Today's class I'll upload once I close the session. It converts, then I'll say upload into the drive. So whoever don't have access to the development basics class, you can drop this message to you can contact with 970470. If any sharing related and any issues, Harsh Technology can go to. If you want sharing related any issues are coming, you can discuss with 9735779. 97047035579. Clear? Fine. Any doubts? Any doubt? Now we can discuss. It's case sensitive. Clear? So while typing the program, don't copy paste it. You write on your own. Don't copy. So for that only I'm giving screenshots. If I give notes, you will copy and paste and you will run the programs. Don't do like that. You copy. Instead of copying, just type. IntelliSense is there. No need to remember. So you need to connect page block sections. What are the field names? Submit, save. So at end of the day, you type on your own. When you run this small programs, it's very easy to go further when you communicate with Apex applications. Clear? If you are not executing the program, at least go to the recording class. While coming to the class, at least go to the recording class, whatever. Just you can access from through mobile also. From mobile also you can see that program. Clear? So now we have admin class. I'll close the session. I'll reconnect. I'll reconnect here. Custom. Tomorrow I'll see custom object. What is underscore I will see. The tomorrow class is how to communicate with between Salesforce to sales. We have to Salesforce 22 and we'll create custom object. Through custom object how we perform also we'll see the records. So tomorrow I'll see that. I'll reconnect here.